evening, my dear fellow members, and most welcome guests. 8 months ago, I became the 29th president of NTU Toastmasters. At that time, due to the high rotation of the members, our club was facing a problem of losing our members. And if the situation continues, we may eventually lose our club. So, 2 former presidents at that time give me a mission. They want me to bring NTU Toastmasters back to its healthy state and recruit as many new members as possible. It was a very big challenge for me, but I accepted it with confidence. At first, I came up with plenty of ideas, including the renewing of the hardware and the combination of the Toastmasters summer camp, family system, and mentor-mentee system. Well, they are something you're going to understand later in the office announcement. But at that time, most of these new ideas were turned down by some seniors. They said that my ways of doing things and these methods will destroy some core value and traditions of Toastmasters before, and therefore may be causing some leaving of the senior members. So they told me that how I should be a president, how a president should fulfill his responsibility and become someone who can be relied on. Their suggestions were true, but it makes me feel as if I am a living ancestor, which means although I'm a president, all the things I can do is to follow the steps of the seniors. At that time, I was quite frustrated and disappointed, and even come up with the ideas of giving up the position as a president. However, at this moment, a new idea came into my mind. I thought, if I give up right now, then everything would come to an end. And eventually, my heart would fill with regret and wishing for the chances to start over. So since the process would begin like this, then why don't I just start over right now? After all, it won't cost anything anyway. So with this idea in my mind, I started abandoning the ways of doing things secretly and abandoned some methods of doing things and my original ideas about the leadership. I started reading books about leadership, communication, and management, and asking for advices, adjusting from my experiences, and observing for the needs. I decided to do things with a beginner's mind. The real process is relatively more complicated, and it is somehow just like an inner revolution of my heart. But eventually, it turns out to be one of the best decisions I have ever made. After this restart process, the former presidents gradually supported my ideas of doing things, and my original strategy also turned out to be useful. Most of the new members at last semester now become the officers you see now, and decided to continue discovering their life here. And also, in this winter vacation, I shared all my experiences in the last semester about building a membership to the college and community clubs of Toastmasters. And surprisingly, it really fascinated us. The district governor of Taiwanese headquarters of Toastmasters even told me that the experiences of NTU Toastmasters is supposed to be the role model of all the Toastmasters clubs in Taiwan. I believe this is something really cool for me, and it is beyond my imagination. The whole story ends here, and now I became the immediately past president, and NTU Toastmasters become as energetic as you see now. This process has so much meaning for me and for Toastmasters. But here, I would just like illustrate one. Sometimes life itself is just like a baby playing the puzzles. And everything happening in our life are just like a single unique pieces of the puzzle. Sometimes you may already get all the pieces you need. You just cannot figure out how to combine them together. At this moment, what you should do is to jump out and start and restart with a beginner's mind. Once you jump out, you're no longer being trapped by the viewpoints of the others and you yourselves. And also, you got to sharpen eyes to see the whole picture about what the thing's supposed to be. 6 months ago, I cannot foresaw its results. But now looking back, I believe that none of these miracles would happen if I didn't take action to start over. It seems that all the pieces of the puzzle now combined together and showed me what this is all about. And surprisingly, all of little something are just start from a beginner's mind. So now you just step into the demo meeting room with a dream in your heart and a seeking for the hope. I believe that most of you have some uncertainties or some unconsciousness about Toastmasters Club. But right now, you are the new. And it is the high time for you to start with a beginner's mind. Although nothing in the world can be achieved in a day, neither leadership nor communication. And here is also not heaven. We cannot guarantee you anything with God-like power. But here, we shall support you, and you will never be alone. And you will eventually find your inspiration and your passion if you never give up. Today, with these stories and my experiences, I wish that for we all, just bear a beginner's mind, and one day you will find the most wonderful journey in your life. Toastmasters of Evening.